Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 of my Mount Massive Asylum layout tour. And today I'll be showing the 3rd floor. Okay, sorry for the wait guys, it's been about a week, but I'm back, and yeah. So with the administration block, this is the very top level. This is seen in Outlast. And return to the administration block. So you can see that some of the main rooms is the kitchen, cafeteria, and chapel. And yes, and there's some more rooms. These are mostly kind of suites for the employees. There's beds there in the numbered rooms. So that's kind of their area and their cafeteria. And there's also a shower room over there. So yeah, not a lot really goes on here in this hallway. You get chased by Chris Walker, which is the last time he chases you before in the underground lab he is killed. In the chapels where Father Martin kind of lights himself on fire and kills himself in front of you. That's that. So then on the left, you can see that there's not a hallway here. It's just a roof over it, so it only goes up 2 stories. So now the wards are separate. The only way to get up here is using the staircases within the sections. So this is the male ward. More patient rooms up here. It's pretty much the same layout as the 2nd floor. With very small differences. The only difference really being is there's a room over here. So that's pretty much the only difference. In this bathroom over here, that's off this room, this is where Miles is tortured by Traeger and gets his fingers cut off. That's where it happens. He takes you up in the elevator, you go through here. There's that patient in that bed that eventually gets killed by him. The key is found in this room, so you can get to the elevator. And yeah, so that's the male ward. 3rd floor. This is also the top level. And you can see that. The male ward also has another access point to the vocational block. And so yeah, this is the 2nd floor to the vocational block. More large rooms. There's that staircase and elevator again. This is just the 2nd floor of the gym. In this room, this is where that scene in Whistleblower occurs, where you have Eddie Gluskin torturing those patients and you're placed on the table. That's where it all goes down right there. In this room, that's where you go into the locker, and he drags you through here to that room. Eddie escaped through here, you run here, and you eventually jump out a window into the courtyard. So there's just the roof of the shed that's on the 2nd floor. You can see that there's another hallway, and this is that hallway that you run down in Whistleblower where Chris Walker chases you. You run down here, then you jump out the window. So this is the 3rd floor to prison block, which is actually the main floor because that's where the entranceway is, which can be accessed by the courtyard, the lower level of it. So here you get a really good glimpse of what it really looks like. It's the same shape as the wards, except it's very different layout. You still have the 4 smaller staircases, but no main one, only smaller ones. So this is the 2nd floor of the main prison area. There are no solitary confinement cells, or whatever you want to call them up here. It's just a little bit of a... there's supposed to be windows along this wall here, where you can look down. This is one of those windows where Miles gets blasted out of. When Chris Walker breaks through the window, and you get blasted out of the window onto the lower level. And yes. So that's that. Courtyard. Really, that's the only area right there. It's all empty. Female ward. Anything interesting? Oh yes, this room is where Miles loses his camcorder for a while. He tries to jump there and it falls. It falls all the way down to the cafeteria on the 1st floor. If I didn't mention that already. And in this room, actually, the room right next to it, that's where the twins make an appearance. Pretty cool. This is the second floor of the recreation area, which there's a document in that room over there. It kind of runs through this area. And there's supposed to be a ladder there too. And last, we got, well, one of the last, we have the hospital. This is the second floor. That's where you climb up through the chimney. And in the library, that's where Frank Monero makes an appearance. He chases you down this long hallway, which leads to kind of the main area where the staircase is. And that's the decontamination chamber where, if it will just focus, where you exit out of. You have to turn off the gas for that. That's the nurse's station where you kind of get jump scared there, if I remember correctly. There's a long hallway, actually 2 hallways of rooms, and that's another Frank Monero scene. There's a laboratory and security area. In this main room is another Frank Monero appearance, and then over here is the gas room, which is where you turn off the gas so you can go through that chamber. So yeah, this was actually one of the harder parts to do because it is kind of confusing. And just if you really want to see it, there's the second floor of that mystery building. So yeah. And I think that's actually all. Yeah, it is. So thank you guys for watching part 3. There will be a part 4, which will show the roof for the front sections, but these back sections kind of still go up. The prison block and vocational blocks still have more to them, and even beyond that. So, and there's also the basement to show, the sewers, the underground lab. So there's still a long road ahead. So yes, guys, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.